guys, Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome back to day 2 of my Hearts Come Home card series. This card came to me in a dream last night, which feels kind of weird to say. So we're going to see if I can bring it to life. So I'm going to be using the Hearts Come Home. I'm going to be using this Joy to the World. I'm also going to be using the 2 villages. And I'm going to die cut these out of glimmer paper, but first let's take care of our card layer. So I have a piece of watercolor paper that I cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to start by heat embossing this. And I already have my stamp in my Misty, so I'm just going to line this up. At the bottom I have the smooth side up. Let me make sure this is where I want it. Looks like it'll work. So I'm going to add some embossing buddy at the bottom. Then I'm going to ink up my stamp using Versamark ink. So if you're interested in getting started with heat embossing, I'm offering a special where you get the heat tool, Versamark, the embossing buddy, and the copper embossing powder for $60. And then if you purchase that bundle, you're going to get white Stampin' Emboss powder for free. So just a way to get started if you've wanted to get started with heat embossing. I think now is a great time. Christmas cards, holiday cards beg for heat embossing. It just adds elegance and it's just gorgeous. Here, I'll show you. So I'm going to use silver embossing powder for this sentiment. And I'm using silver glimmer paper and dazzling diamonds glimmer paper. And I'm just going to remove the excess powder. So I'm going to let my heat tool heat up a little bit longer than I normally would, just because this paper is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to fast forward through this part and then we'll keep going. We are done with that for now. I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot machine. We're going to be die cutting these 2, and then I want some stars and some little circles. So I'm using my magnetic platform. Now the one trick for die cutting our glimmer paper is to die cut it upside down. So I want to do this one out of the dazzling diamond. Do this one. Make sure to stay on there. Out of the silver. I'm going to do this one as well. This just makes it a little bit easier to get everything out. I'm going to run this through a couple of times actually. Creaking and cracking and all that is completely normal. This makes the tiniest little, you can't even see that. It makes the tiniest little stars. Oh my dang. So I'm going to put those right here on this embossing container so I don't lose them. So I'm going to cut a couple more passes through and I'll be right back. So here are all my little stars and stuff. It's probably hard to see because they are teeny tiny. And then here are the 2 village pieces that I cut out. Just like that. So I'm going to bring in a very large acrylic block. I want to do a watercolor background. I'll be using pink Pirouette ink. And what I'm just gonna push it down on my acrylic block. Then I'm going to bring in my clear Wink of Stella. Actually, this is a Wink of Stella with water in it. I just used up the Wink of Stella and then screwed off the lid, put water in it, and there's still some shimmer left in the container. So I'm just going to add this. And then I'm going to bring in my paper and just kind of smush it down. And then I'm going to add my block. Make sure it's mostly dry. This would probably work a little better with the re-inker, but I don't think I have one for a pink pirouette. So I'm going to add some more ink. And this time I'm just going to add a little bit of water. Just enough to get it kind of started. And I'm going to put this down again, kind of more toward the top. Just like that. Perfect. So I'm going to clean this off again. I'm going to heat dry this. Yes, dry this with my heat tool, and then we'll get back to it. I'm going to bring my card base back in. Let's go ahead and get this adhered down on the card, and then we will continue going. I was thinking about adding ribbon, but I don't know that I want to. Yeah, no, we're not going to. So I am going to adhere this piece with dimensional adhesive. We're not going to have a whole lot of dimensions, so I think this will be okay. I'm going to load this puppy up since we've heat embossed it, and it's going to have a little bit of, or actually probably a whole lot of warping. Just like that. Now I'm going to adhere the silver down first with the dazzling diamonds on top. So I'm going to adhere this one straight down with multi-purpose glue. You could also do this with the fine tip glue pen. And then I want to adhere these on top of it. And I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm going to use quite a few. I'm not going to put any behind the houses because I want those raised up for sure. Don't forget, this card will be up for sale on my Etsy shop. That's taking me a little longer than I thought it would, so I'm going to try to have all of the ones available from the last month or so listed by this weekend. So if you go to the Etsy shop that's linked down below, you will find them there again this Sunday. And then if you're interested in stickers and stuff, of course, those are down there. You'll also find a link to get the embossing package, like I mentioned, and also to sign up for September's Jolly Mail. All right, let's see. Let's see what I can do with these little bitty things. So I'm gonna bring this, I just want the teeniest, tiniest bit of glue. Just like that. Alright guys, I love how this one turned out. I like it when I have a dream or an idea for a card and it comes to life in front of my eyes. How pretty is this? Guys, excuse me guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you stopping by to craft with me today. All the supplies along with the blog post will be listed in the description box down below, along with the link for more information about the embossing special, as well as Jolly Mail, and the link to the Etsy shop. Also, links to social media. So if you feel like following me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest, I would really appreciate it. If you're new here, I hope you enjoyed this card and that you will subscribe to see more. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.